said I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and our home team. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Kill, turn up. He's checking,
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
We got this.
And that'll set him back 5.
Ready?
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 26, check 26. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Shift. 25, check 25. Check any weapon. Check. Alert flare. Deep grip.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Off play action. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 9,
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Watch the pass. 56.
Here's Watson. Underneath for Johnson. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And he'll find Akins there, complete. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
It's a gain of 6.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson looks to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. Lucky.
From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off down at the 2. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Let's go, baby.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the interception, here's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson now to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now 1st down.
No. Check 61. Match box 2.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw. Herbert. It's caught by Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert, he's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those could...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. pretty move. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Mike, set. 19. Check back. 54. 15. I got 15. Me. 3.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Desmond King back deep. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
6-6. Pull it high.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready up. 41 Mike. Come on, boy. Yep. Hey, Jet. You better be ready.
Running on first down, Eckler. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Eckler, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he's letting it fly for, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Intercepted, baby. Let it. 60 out, ball. X3. 2AC, chop. Go.
On the give, this is Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Eckler, they run left side. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Herbert. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 24, Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it's third down.
Here comes the boom! I see you, boy! I see you!
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On second down, this is Edmonds. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Here's Watson, operating from the gun. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
55. Yeah. Mike 55. In the face.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got Allen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll run on first down. Turner. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a second and long. Second and 15. And he slings one that's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Throwing on second and 8. Watson and Stills bringing it in. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Ready?
Now a give running left is Eckler, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They're going to try and throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. I'm coming.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. Pulled in at the 24. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Like set. 19. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd and 9. Watson, screenplay, Johnson. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? 124. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
From the gun, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Let's go.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Watson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Reset. 19. 31. You must be dreaming. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside. And come back to Carson after this. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
56. Alert. Watch the run. Wide. Get wide. Check. Crunch. And let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Stills the intended target.
The Chargers take. Over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Turner. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. J.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Off play action. Herbert uncorks one for Davis. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
41's the mic. Check 41.
Off the play fake. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 56. I don't even know why this team showed up. 56.
Throwing again, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Recon, 132 fighter. Down.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Tighten up. 80 weapon. Check 9, check 9. He's coming.
On first down, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
On fourth down, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Like set. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Slam, slam, slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 4, check 4.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Whip. Watch the whip.
Again, it's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Johnson on the counter. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
We're set. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long time to go.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Houston, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on.